On Wednesday, a federal jury in New York found Jeffrey Epstein's former confidant, Ghislaine Maxwell, guilty on 5 of 6 counts related to her role in Epstein's sexual abuse of underage girls. Now, Maxwell, who denied being a part of any abuse, faces up to 65 years behind bars. For analysis on the trial and the sentencing to come, we are joined right now by Stacey Honowitz, the Assistant State Attorney of the Sex Crimes and Child Abuse Unit in Florida. Thank you so much for being with us, Stacey. Maxwell did not take the stand in her own defense. Did that surprise you?
No, I mean, you're not talking about like a self-defense situation where somebody has to get up and say this is why or justify what their actions. There's no defense in this case. I don't know what she was going to say. She had no idea what she was going to say. And the risk of cross-examination on a case like this is so high that there's no way that I was surprised that the lawyers did not put her on.
65 years is what she faces behind bars. What do you think her sentence will end up being?
Well, listen, this isn't going to be taken lightly. You're not going to go through a trial. You're not going to have these victims come in and testify 20 years later, sit through 5 days of deliberation, and just give her a, slap on the wrist. She's looking at severe jail time, and I think that's what the judge is going to do. The victims play a very strong role in sentencing. They will fill out victim impact statements if the court allows them, because of the pandemic, to come forward and speak. They will come into court and tell the judge exactly how they feel, and the judge takes all of that into consideration. I think she's looking at a very high prison sentence in this case.
Well, there are a lot of high-powered individuals involved here, and we've heard word and rumor about others being put on trial, some of Epstein's former friends. Can Maxwell swing any kind of a deal on her sentencing in exchange for testimony in those cases?
Well, listen, you never say never, but the time to really strike any kind of deal would have been when her case was not in trial. I mean, absolutely up until the time this case went to court, I'm sure they were wondering as to whether or not she was going to turn or give any kind of evidence. So we don't know. I mean, there's always a chance pre-sentencing that if someone says, I have a lot of information, I'm willing to give it, that the prosecutors are willing to listen. How important that information is, how substantial it is what plays a role in whether or not she gets a reduced sentence and what kind of information she turns over. So like I said, you never know. She could be talking to her lawyers now. She might be saying, I didn't talk before, but I want to look the convictions in, so I want to talk now. So we're going to have to wait and see.
And then in terms of those other folks who could be pending a trial, of course, notoriously, England's Prince Andrew being accused by Virginia Giuffre, one of the victims of Epstein's sex trafficking, a very outspoken or well-known name now since this case has been in the news. Will Maxwell's conviction have any impact on Prince Andrew's case?
Well, listen, for your viewers, he's not facing anything criminally right now. She sued him civilly, for money. The bottom line is he has always tried to remove himself and said, I haven't been involved. Now that she's been convicted, that picture that the world has seen over and over again plays a very substantial role. It's Maxwell, the prince, and the victim standing together. And so I think now, the tide has changed a little bit for him to say, I had nothing to do with any of this. I don't have a relationship. Really, the jury has spoken and they said, she is guilty of sex trafficking. And there you are. You are with her. You have been with her. And we have heard situations where you've had this relationship. And so it is going to play a very big role, not in the criminal sense, because he's not facing a criminal charge, but maybe in this civil suit. The tide is going to change.
All right, Stacey Honowitz, thank you so much for joining us. Always love your passion. You're very passionate. It's important. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.